Okay. So, never done this before, so we'll see if this works. I sent Stokjock a link to a collab cam thing that's supposed to be here. Took him a little while to see the message, but it looks like he got it now. And he said, okay, be a minute. Maybe I should start this off like a real show. Hello, YouTube! Welcome to the shop. Welcome to Shop Talk with Stokjock, who will hopefully be here in a few minutes. Otherwise, it's just going to be G.I. Joel talking to himself. But won't be any different than any other time, whether the camera's on or not. Hi, Goofy Foot. Can you guys even see the chat now? Is it, I made it smaller. Is it too small now? I also changed the font so it's clean rather than it was set as like an old school or something. It was just a setting or a pre-made template type thing, so I wasn't quite sure. Maybe. We shall see. Yeah, let me know on your screen if the chat shows up for people that will be eventually maybe rewatching it. Those crazy weirdos. I don't know why any of you guys watch any of this stuff. Looks like it could probably be a little bit bigger. I'm just guessing. Since I'm not getting any help from the chat here. Chat box. Settings. What did I say? It's small. But we can fix that a little bit. Okay, see it. There we go. Let's try that. A taco. Taco look any bigger? Another taco. What the heck's up with all these tacos? It's not Tuesday. That is a good question. Yeah, I should have tested this out with somebody a little bit more tech savvy than Stokjock. I don't know if it's going to even work, let alone. Let's see here. Trying to get Stokjock on here. But but I'm not sure. He said, give me a second, so I'm not even sure if he is started to try and having issues, or if he is mowing his lawn and gonna finish up and join us. Let's see here. What's that supposed to mean? Multiple streams. He could have. I can't, Danny. You see the title? It says Stokjock, not Danny. I'd have to end the stream, start it all over, type in a new title. He's here. He says he's here. Okay. So now he's here. I don't see him. So that means I gotta figure out. Oop, I see something. How do I? Oh, there he is. I see him. Go on stream. Stokjock, can you hear me? If you can, just say something. I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I think we're good. You get the little box. It's okay. I'm just glad you could make it. Figuring this out. Can everybody hear us both? That's the question. Can you guys hear Stokjock? I'm sure you can hear me. You're lucky you got on here just in time. Danny was trying to take your spot. Is that too surprising? Danny's never wanting to stream with people. So how you doing, Stokjock? Welcome to the show. The first episode. The first episode. You are my first guest on my new show that I'm calling Shop Talk with Stokjock. Well, is he quiet? It looks like he might be quieter than me. He's too quiet.
How's that? Let's get this closer.
It looks like you're
close. I can just pull the whole thing apart.
From my end. It looks like you're bumping up on the mixer now. What? Nope. No, I don't.
How's that, Sean? Is that better?
Open this up again. So I have you turned all the way up on my end. Better. Could be more.
Could be more. All right. Let's see if we get even a little closer. Give me a second here. I don't want my whole setup here to fall apart on me. How about now, Mrs. G.I. Joel, the producer?
No Todd and Danny lunches in what?
Shorts.
All right. Good luck with that. Well, Stokjock, how's your day going?
My day's going great. How about yours? I can see you in the shop working, which is awesome. Kind of tell us what you're doing there a little bit.
I am working.
You're working with the, boxes in, which you've got some parts in it, like it.
Did.
So you're wrapping whose cab are you wrapping it up with? Which would they like to know?
So I wrapped up Terry's. He was in the chat earlier today. Started to wrap up. I mean, as you noticed, I only wrapped up one end. The other end gets more stuff jammed in there. And then that gets wrapped up. And then it gets a whole bunch of stuff piled on top of it and packed in. What you got? Can't hear Stokjock at all. And that gets wrapped up. And then gets a whole bunch of stuff piled on top of it. Back in.
Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't know the Streamlabs at all, so hold on.
Oh, neither do I, so. Is this going to turn us into a wormhole?
Is he coming out of his speakers or is he coming out of your speakers? Do you need a speaker to amplify his noise so that the camera picks it up? Is this the camera?
Here's collab cam, mixer mic. That muted him. Settings. I don't want that.
I've got no settings on the screen other than like.
Mixer. Collab cam, desktop audio is muted. We can mute this. Mute that.
Let me pop that out. Pop out, I'll come back.
He's coming out of this speaker.
All my settings.
I think he's coming out of my.
Oh, he's coming out of this one, I think.
It don't matter. That's what he's coming out of.
I know.
He's not coming out of. That's what I'm able to hear him on. Not what everybody else is able to hear him on.
Well, where was he coming out of? It's so quiet.
Just see if it's not my camera mic or anything yet.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's right back.
You gotta pull the strings tighter. Your redux.
What?
So we gotta adjust our tin can. Shut up. We lost Stokjock. Where did he go?
He's going and coming back. Video capture device. I can turn that or mute. Unmute? No, I want it mute. Collab cam.
Maybe it was just
on
on his end then.
desktop audio. We'll mute that too. Audio monitoring, monitor off. What if I turn that off on his too? Monitor off. We're just waiting for Stokjock to come back now. That's a long delay.
It is a very long delay.
You have to work on that too. Is my mouth syncing up with the sound? Do the
Yes, but yes, your mouth is your words.
Let's see. Stokjock, no, it's not saying that he's back yet, so I don't know where he went. Might have to change. This might be the only episode of Shop Talk with Stokjock. May end up being Shop Talk with Todd.
I'll come back.
Shop Talk with anybody that the chat can end up hearing. We don't need to bring Danny on. I can pretend to be a perfect Danny. Guys, let's go. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing here? We gotta move the goalposts. What is happening, chat? It's time to get live. Let me tell you about everything that I'm doing inside my game room. What I got rid of, what I'm buying. We got Danny in the house. We got Cornercade. Nobody hates you on the internet, Cornercade. Everybody loves you. I think we lost Stokjock along the way. Home Arcade is back, guys. Yeah, that's right, Goofy Foot. We need a sounder. That deserves a sounder. Oh, I see something. Stokjock is in the building, I think. I just gotta pull him up, show him on stream. And we're back. You there, Stokjock?
I am here. Can you hear me, Joel?
Now I can't hear you at all. What? Collab cam volume up. What did I turn off here? Desktop volume, audio.
Wait, can you hear me? Zero redux. Can you hear me?
What does this do? Oop. Can you hear him?
Well,
really
that's
well?
good. That's the important part, right? Right, Mrs. G.I. Joel?
That I don't know what I did, but I don't know if that helps as much.
Well, everybody else can hear me fine.
Talk with Stokjock when you guys can hear him, but I can't. Tell us a story, Stokjock, so I can hear you. Can you hear me, Stokjock?
I hear you just fine. I can hear you fine, Joel.
Wait a minute. Where's it? Am I hearing it from you? That don't do any good. I'm gotta turn this off too. Turn the heater off. I can hear you now that I can hear it through Kara's phone.
Put mine down.
Let's see. Video capture, desktop audio.
Oh boy.
How about now, Stokjock? Nope. That ain't working either. Webcam, monitoring off, monitor and output. Now, how about now?
What? Can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear
Can you
you
hear me now?
Can
Okay.
everybody hear Stokjock?
And it's time for Arcades Anonymous. I'll see y'all later.
All righty. Now that we got this figured out. So
Can you guys, yeah, but can they hear me?
All right. And we can hear.
They
we
could
can
hear
you
me
quite well.
before.
I might need to get a better speaker on my end here for this computer so I can hear you better while we're chatting, but
Yeah.
it
Well,
is
just
what
you
it
need
is
to just
for
get an
now.
earpiece, man. Yes, Stokjock on an 11.
The red eye with Stokjock. I'm muffled. That might be because I
Zero. You need to hop in your car, drive over here to Lutz, Florida.
There we go.
And come on here and join me on the stream with Joel.
Yeah. Everyone's welcome. Just like at in-laws Thanksgiving. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah.
So, you were asking, yeah, I got packages in earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of that was cool. A bunch of that was new amps for the sound systems. So we got our sound issues figured out, I think. As
the new and improved HDMI out sound, right?
Yeah. The video and the sound. So we've got we switched to a new dongle that pushes out audio and HDMI. So we previously had just a dongle that was putting out HDMI into the monitor, and we were running our audio out the Pi. But that was having a bunch of conflicting issues and had to change a bunch of settings in RetroArch to make it work. And it was kind of complicated, but we uncomplicated it a bit with a new dongle that goes in the back, or a new adapter that goes in the back of the monitors. And it has HDMI
very easy to install
and audio out, so it splits it.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to not plug into the Pi. So
yeah,
I got a bunch of these in. I got a bunch of. So we updated the instructions, but I also got in a bunch of little dots too. So in the instructions, it tells people not to plug into the Pi audio that's on the side of the Pi.
Yeah. So no longer use the headphone jack.
Yes. But what else I also got in to make it even more clear some little dots, sticker dots that we're
Oh, to
going
place
to
over the pie.
place over the pie.
Mm-hmm.
So if you peel the sticker off,
Joel,
plug
you're
into
dumbing
that.
this down too much. You're dumbing this down too much, Joel.
I'm
I mean,
trying.
I want people
If you
to
peel this sticker
experience
off and plug into
what.
that and don't read the directions, that's on you. I've done my part. So
And Danny, yes, there's
that
still
was
full price
solving
stuff
the
here.
audio main issue. The other issue we were having was we were getting a little bit of buzzing, right?
Yep.
And we solved that with some bigger amps. I don't remember what I did with I got one. Show it on stream.
I don't think I don't have one of those bigger ones, right? Mine, because I don't have that noise anymore.
I got a box of them, unfortunately, but they weren't too expensive. It wasn't that I was going for inexpensive either. The reason I went with these specifically wasn't for the price. It was because of the layout of the board. So, hey, come over here.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid camera. You pay all this money for these cameras that are supposed to follow you, and they don't even work. So this guy, the reason I went with these specifically is because these were the only ones that I could find that had this audio jack coming out the side. So, not sure how familiar everybody is with how I was doing things, but so I was 3D printing a mount for it, and it was going into the bottom of the cab, and it had a little dial on the bottom to be able to adjust your sound. And so that it could sit nice and flush, having the audio jack out the side made it a lot less complicated. Unfortunately, those ones sucked. And I realized that was what was causing the audio, the static that we were getting, a little bit of buzzing. So we switched to these bigger guys, a little bit more power, and they get clean sound output. But unfortunately, the audio jack is coming out the bottom. So that made things a little bit more fun to redesign, but we did it. So this is the new setup. And we raised it up and mounted it and put a really long dial on the bad boy.
Oh, awesome.
So that's kind of the new setup. This guy slips into the bottom, and then this locks into place. We got a couple new holes that we're going to screw this guy down, and it's going to be pretty solid. The other thing that I'm adding to it to also make it easier for everybody, so I got some of these in too that are going along with it. 90
I was going to tell Quarterdeck. Quarterdeck said he's having that audio issue, and I was going to tell him I'll find the link and I'll send it to you, and it's stupid cheap. There's a like a line filter you can put on that.
I sent him a line filter, so everybody's getting a line filter too. Those will be on these as well, but I'll send you a new. You'll get a new whole new unit like this Quarterdeck. This is I'm gonna have a mini recall and ship these out to everybody that has already previously got one, and it's gonna go out in all future orders too. So I don't want people to have crappy sound.
By the way, I don't have that. I don't have that issue. Mine's taken care of, so you don't have to send me one. But it's all good.
So that's that. That's our new sound audio solution. Hopefully it will be better. Improved, new and improved. Got the video situation set up too. So yeah, 3D printer just ended up here too of a whole nother set.
That's cool. I can't wait for mine to show up. I ordered a 3D printer.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And then I'll be farming out a bunch of work to you.
For free cabs, right?
Oh, of course.
Or maybe free parts, not free cabs.
They'll be in the mail.
Yeah.
These
wow.
audio
So that's
are
the new,
such bad boys. You got to put a heat sink on them.
Oh wow.
So yeah, got to rebuild those, but delays, right? But I'm improving, so hopefully people will appreciate the improvements, right? So
Yeah, you're going from
come.
you're going from like a what do you call it, a Kia to a Cadillac, huh?
Right. Good things come to those who
Not
wait.
there's anything wrong with Kias, Todd.
So the patience is paying off for everybody, even though we're a couple months behind from when I had originally told people we were going to deliver these. Some of that has been on me. Some of that's been on life in general. Some of it's been on poor luck and things breaking down. Others have been on improvement and making product better. Got a few other things down the pipeline too to improve some of the stuff. So what's going on in the chat, Todd?
Todd, my name's Daryl. Stokjock.
I just read somebody say something and we lost Todd. So
it's Todd. I think
and
Todd.
plus I'm used
Todd
to
booked it out.
used to Todd being the host.
I know. There's not a lot. We got James Hates Everything joined us. Like he's alive, everybody.
Wow, that's shocker. It's been a while since I've heard from him.
I know.
We got
him and his harem probably took off for a month or two.
Yeah, probably for the best. We all should take off for a month or two. Just hibernate for.
Well, you did that. You were down here in Florida for 2 weeks.
I was. It wasn't long enough. I'm realizing. I take back every bad thing I said about Florida.
Yeah, I think I sent you a picture the day that you sent a picture of your backyard and what it looked like out there, and I then sent you a picture of what it looked like in my front yard. And I think, if you recall, there was no snow there.
Yeah, I did know.
Nor will there ever be snow there.
I thought it was a little odd that there wasn't. I was shocked and surprised. Fully expected 2 feet of snow.
I've seen it snow here in Florida maybe 3 times in my whole life.
And you've been down there pretty much your entire life?
Yep, since my folks moved here when I was 2 years old.
And did any of those snowfalls last throughout the day, or was it all gone?
I remember one back in the, probably late 70s, where we could go out there and make a snowball off the top of the car. That was it.
Yeah. I've considered moving there. I don't know if I could do the summers, though. I've only been there really in the winter.
So
and the winter's kind of like our summer.
You move here. You guys move here, and then when the quarter deck moves here as well, we will start our arcade.
I like the idea. I could get on board with that.
Zero Redux.
What time does Bill start? Does he start at 7 or 8?
At 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of time. We can go for maybe half hour or so, unless you got something else you got going on.
Yeah.
That'll give you time
No,
to
I got nothing going on.
prep for Arcades Anonymous tonight.
I pretty much already did a lot of that today. Just so everybody knows, I know you may not make it, but we'll be talking about the Intellivision tonight for the first part of the show, at least. We've got a guest who knows quite a bit about it, also along with the new Intellivision Sprint that's out.
Were you even able to sleep
fun.
last night due to your excitement of being able to talk about the Intellivision?
Well, I couldn't sleep for a different reason, but no, I got a bad shoulder, and I might actually be falling asleep during the show because I'm so tired.
I know you're probably pretty excited because the guest is somebody that you follow, right?
Yeah. His name's actually the Intellivision Gamer, and I just think it's cool to kind of go back and visit some of that really old stuff, just a little bit. I know, it's not for everybody, but there's
definitely not
still,
for me. I appreciate the older stuff, and I'd be more interested in like the Fairchild or something like that, talking with somebody about that.
Yep.
Just the very original old stuff, but kind of the middle of the road in television, where it's that was one of those lost things that I didn't even know existed until I was an adult and heard about it, but I still don't even know what it is really, and kind of have no interest in ever knowing what it is.
It was my first big console that I got.
Right. See, and even for me, like the original first console that my family ever had was the Atari 2600. We had it, and so it's got a little bit of nostalgia to me, but I've revisited some of those games, and I have like the Retron, and I have all of our original old carts for it and stuff. Hi. You want to see? Ugh. But I really have no desire to replay those. I've tried to go back and replay them. They're just not interesting to me. I claim, even though it's not true, my original first console is the NES. Because even though we had the Atari and we played it here and there, we didn't play it that much. The NES was like, I collected games for that, and we played it all the time. I played it with my cousins when they came over, and I can go back and revisit that and play all those games and have, a grand time. So.
Yeah. We had a 2600 as well, but we just didn't. I never fell in love with it, and I had a friend who had an Intellivision, and I was like, "Whoa, this is so much better than the 2600," and that's why I kind of veered off.
You were telling me that it's better than the 2600, but to me, that's not really all that difficult to do.
It wasn't that difficult. But back then, you have to, that was a big deal to have a 16-bit machine.
What are you doing, kid?
If you just go back and watch some of the old commercials.
You want to come stand up here?
There's these old commercials starring this guy named George Plimpton, who back then was a kind of a, I don't know who George Plimpton, I know Goofyfoot, I know who he is better than me probably, but George Plimpton was kind of a know-it-all kind of guy, and he did these commercials about why the Intellivision was better than a 2600, and you just see like a sports game, you go like, oh gosh, it was 10 times better. So it was just kind of why.
But still not as good as the NES, I'm sure.
Well, the NES was just kind of came in at the right time, I think. Matter of fact, it's one of the questions I'm going to ask the guy tonight is had the Intellivision made it through the arcade, the first crash, would it have actually gone up well against the NES? And interested to hear his answer on it.
Yeah. I'll probably try to have you guys on in the shop here while I'm working and listen in. As probably all of our 6 viewers don't know, I won't be joining probably the AA show tonight for just a few reasons. I figured tonight's supposed to be the first night that we're having our full cast back, and then we're having a guest too, so it's going to be a full house, and I figured, rather than a Where's Waldo for the viewers trying to see everybody, give my spot up for the guests so that, or my Hollywood square up to the guest. Also, because I really don't, like I said, I have no idea about the Intellivision and no interest in it, so I'd probably be sitting there quietly like a bump on the log anyways, just taking up a spot. So I'm going to work here in the shop and try to be productive and get some work done.
Okay, if you can't make it tonight, then you better get 3 cabs out tonight.
That was also why I decided to jump on and do a little bit of streaming, because I know the internet can't go too long without me and seeing my face. So,
hi there, Wes.
Oh, Stokjock says hi. What are you doing? Are you getting shy after standing here for forever now that somebody's talking to you? Stokjock's right there, that little tiny screen. I don't think I can make him any bigger. Let's see. Can we?
Goofyfoot, by the way, Goofyfoot, I'm reading the chat here. We will definitely get you an autograph from the cornercade. Okay, Goofyfoot.
Your dinner's ready.
Oh.
I got your blueberries.
Blueberries? Are you hungry?
Do we know Joel is the whole cast coming to Milwaukee? The whole G.I. Joe family?
We haven't decided yet on whether everybody's coming to Midwest or not. I think we're fairly sure that I'm gonna come. I don't know.
All right.
Producer's just staring at me.
What I was going to say was that. What I was going to say is that if you do go, then we will also make available these stars, JoJo and Wes, for autographs as well.
Yes. They can do some autographs for sure. I mean, that's up to them, though. I mean,
so I think we're going to go as a family. I've been looking at different Airbnb houses, and I think maybe Todd was going to put feelers out, see if anybody else is going, because there's like a large place that we could stay with multiple rooms, like big chance if other people don't stay. But anyways, I know Sheldon threw out going for longer, but JoJo has school, so I don't know.
You just doxed him.
What do you mean?
It's not Sheldon, it's Galaga
Sorry,
guy.
Galaga guy. Sorry. He, because when we were in Cleveland, we did want more time. Unfortunately, during that time, JoJo's got school. So he has a half day that Friday, so we could leave right from there and go. But I don't know if we'd be able to skip school on Monday or what. So I don't know if we can, but we can. I know some people are maybe going to try to stay like Thursday to Monday or something.
With JoJo missing, he missed a little bit of school, right, for
when we're in Florida.
Cleveland.
No, I don't think he missed. Maybe
he
one
missed
day.
A lot of bit of school when we went down to Florida.
He missed 5 days when we were in Florida.
He's kind of not allowed to.
But he's a brilliant young man, so.
He is a very intelligent boy, yes. But
he is, but apparently
we get letters.
The school doesn't like honor that, honor attendance.
We haven't got a letter yet this year, but we did get a letter last year that he had missed too much school. Well, like the strike one, he's missed too much school. Not like truancy wasn't called.
Oh, yes.
But just so you're aware.
He's already missed a couple days due to being sick too. But
he already he's already.
He's an intelligent kid. Half the time he's bored and entertaining the other students in the class with building action figures out of paper and different things and putting on a puppet show for them. And apparently the teachers don't appreciate that. I was more interested in seeing how the puppets looked, how much creativity he put into them. But apparently the teacher didn't keep them. Someday maybe we'll get a booth Zero Redux, and maybe at Cleveland this year. Really going to try if we can get caught up here on orders and get the 6 Robotrons out that people want.
The 600.
Gonna try to get the grid going, but it's got its own challenges.
That would be awesome.
It would be cool to be able to get the grid for Tom and to get down there.
This is something where the community needs to step up, man, and help out here. We need some help getting the grid to be able to talk to each other, right?
Right.
Is that the problem?
Computer people, like nerds.
That's that's what Jay has told me. So I'm gonna believe him for now. I think he knows what he's talking about. I don't know. What do you think, Stokjock? Should we believe Jay? That's what he's told me.
He plays AI rap crap. He plays AI rap crap. I can't believe anything he says.
I got a little mini PC. I took it over to him, and he's been supposedly goofing around with it. And he got as far as finding out that so far, like RetroArch and stuff like that, it's not a very popular game. The controls are unique and everything, so there hasn't been a whole lot of attention put into it from the community and people in general. So problem is it wasn't a multiplayer game from like say a single unit standpoint. So there isn't like one player, 2 player, 3 player options. It was each cabinet was linked, so it was a standalone computer or whatever processor in each cabinet. So
that's like old Firewire days and all that stuff, isn't it?
Right. And so I think obviously I think networking is possible with Pies and with RetroArch and stuff like that. But I don't think it's more, I think the time and dedication in getting it functional and operational has been put into like the racing games and racing cabs and stuff. The grid isn't something that people have made possible. I've seen some people be able to make it.
You'd want 2 of them.
Yeah, I've seen some people playing it and using it. And you can play the ROM for the most part. That was my problem when I gave it to Jay. I couldn't even get the ROM to boot. So he ended up getting the ROM to boot and stuff like that. But then he ran into the issue of, trying to get him to network and communicate. Yeah. And that's a game you don't want to play just by yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying. You want 2 cabs. And I do know that Tom would love 2 of those there.
Yeah, if we can, at least 3 to 6 of them would be cool to be able to have right there on the floor for people to play. And then ultimately, if it was something that we were going to, produce for people to put in their game rooms, I'd like to have them be able to connect to like NetPlay on RetroArch so that we could play each other across the country.
That would be awesome.
And connect, So then everybody doesn't have to buy 2 or 3. Well, I guess that's not a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And so that people have to buy 2 or 3 cabs for their game rooms. But yeah, so that's that idea. He can come out here if he wants to. Oh. Well, we'll try to stretch it out, but I think we're going to try to wrap it up in like 15 minutes or so.
There's not 0
hour. There's only been like 20 minutes of content. Thanks, Stokjock.
I know.
But
I know.
No, that was on my end too, trying to figure out some of the sound. I don't think it was on your end at all. I think it was while you were away. I found some other settings and boxes to tick and untick. So
There really are very, very little settings on the back end for me to look at. It's just I have a mute, a stop video, and a share screen, and that's it. So there's nothing for me to even adjust stuff
yeah, it was kind of a
on this.
complicated. Are you guys getting an echo too? Let me know if you're getting a little bit of an echo off of, because I see my mic.
Well, I'm getting an echo
bouncing.
because your speaker there.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out, because then like I wasn't able to hear you because I made some changes, but I was able to change the output. I don't know. It's kind of goofy. These things are way too complicated. I'm a hardware
Hey,
wood guy.
Zero Redux. You need to hop on a plane and come up to Wisconsin too. Love to meet you. Uh-oh.
He's in Florida, right?
Can't hear you anymore, Joel.
I wasn't talking.
Yeah, he's not far from me. He's probably about 30 minutes, 40 minutes from me.
Yeah, I think he sent me an email right after when he found out I was down there. Because I think he's got a cab he's waiting on from me, I think. And it's hard for me to keep like real names and screen names.
Yep. Hey, Zero. By the way, we just picked up a warehouse. Not too far from you at basically I-4 and I-75. So maybe one time I'm out there, I'll find if you're around, come out and visit you.
That's what I changed on this. So monitor output, monitor only, mute output. Maybe I want monitor off. I thought I put monitor off, but then I couldn't hear you. Monitor and output. Yeah, I think we're going to leave that for now. Maybe I need to end up putting earbuds in. Might be the ultimate solution. Because you're really quiet on mine too. Because I'm running you through. I mean, this isn't even a laptop. Oop, I lost you. Come on. Now you're back. I hit something and lost you there for a minute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Barely though. You're really low.
How about now? Oh, I see why I'm low. Fat fingers.
There you go. Now I hear you.
So, I think next time I do this, I might try to Bluetooth pair some headphones or something. Then we won't have the echo.
Yep, that makes sense.
Quiet like a mouse. We fixed that, I think.
Well, I'll have to figure this out. I don't know Streamlabs at all. I know StreamYard, but not Streamlabs. So
Yeah, this is. I don't know either, but Streamlabs. I stumbled across with my multicam setup that we use in Cleveland and Chicago and stuff like that. It came kind of free preview of it for a couple months, but then I subscribed to it because I got used to it and it had cool overlays and I liked kind of the options that it had, and it works and integrates pretty well with all my cameras to be able to do those multiple
you are
views.
a multi-camera guy, that's for sure.
Yeah, so decided to stick
with
it.
JJ, by the way, good to see you.
Yeah. Looks like we got like 6 people watching.
Man. It's double what we'll have tonight for tonight's show.
Yeah, you start off with about 60 and they'll see what the topic is and you'll be down to like 3. No, hopefully not. I'm sure it will be a good show. There's a lot of I wouldn't even say old guys because like even Todd's he's the same age as me, and he loves the television, and or at least is semi interested in it. But Todd's weird. He likes everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he
Hey,
likes
and I
everything.
don't
He
know
just likes
why.
putting stuff in totes.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, JJ, I don't know why I'm choppy because on my end, on our end, it sounds good. So we have to figure that out. This is just kind of a first time to jump on here with Joel to see if he's, we can work this out.
Yeah, I wasn't even sure if you were going to be able to, we were going to be able to see or not, because I had no idea. All it does is I am able to put a box on the screen that's called Collab Cam, and it gives me a link, and it's like a permanent link too, and it says don't share this with, only share this with. But all right, so
Somebody you
I
like?
sent it to you, but
Somebody
it
you like
doesn't
in
tell me
Stokjock.
like how, if you have to, did you have to log into something, or was it just clicked on it and all of a sudden you were here?
Poof.
Because on my
Oh,
end,
that's nice
it
you say
wasn't.
that, JJ.
I didn't even know you were back. There's no backstage either. Like it was just I happened to see like there was like a little almost like cell phone bars on the collab cam type thing that weren't there before. And I was like, huh. So I clicked on that, and then it pulled up a whole new screen that I had never seen before, and it gave me the option to add you or something. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And that was it. So it doesn't give you a much preview of what this stuff looks like until you actually go live, unfortunately.
James, it's interesting. I'm hardwired, buddy.
I'm not on this computer, so it could be semi on my end too. But am I?
Yeah, no, I'm hardwired. So
yeah, I'm not because I don't.
Yeah, well, it's probably because it's playing through Joel's, and so it's probably because we're, like I said, we're playing through Joel's system. So
I'm hardwired into like the 3 other areas in my house that I've streamed from and set up for streaming. But this has kind of been the newest and more makeshift setup that I was trying to, but I was also wanted it to be more portable too. So like technically for working out here in the shop, I mean, I got this whole computer set up so that I can type and control all this screen and stuff, like some of these settings. But I think, unplug and then just move. You can move around here. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not hardwired is I wanted to kind of be a little bit more mobile.
well, first of all, Sean, none of us have that big of a membership of store that it can hang into that long.
Except for James, he might. He's like full in on the AI.
No, that's true. Oh,
he
James,
subscribed.
I think
Like
is
he
AI.
told me, like we saw. He subscribed to something that was like a couple $100 a month subscription or something for some sort of AI thing, and it's like, dang, that's a little insane.
Yeah.
Especially when I don't even want to pay for a subscription for anything. Here's part of what we were working on a little bit earlier today. Unfortunately, for some reason, it didn't cut all the way through. I don't like this new mic with this magnet. It's falling off here. But here is monitor bezels 2.0.
Oh, nice. Good.
So this is the bezel piece that is going to hold the monitor. And I think this is what I'm going to be calling CRT LED monitor. So we got this guy here that's got these arcs kind of in it. And then we're going to roll these edges. And then we're going to layer these two. So this is going to be behind this one. So you're going to get some depth. And then we're going to put a piece of plexi over top of this one. and it'll have the rolled edge, and you'll have some depth similar to anybody that's had like an iArcade. How the LCD is kind of recessed back in there. I lost Stokjock. How did I lose Stokjock? Why? Show on stream. He's back. Not sure why it keeps dropping you.
I don't know.
So anyways, did you
That
hear
would look
all
nice
that?
though, Joel. Without yes, I did hear every bit of it. That'd be cool when you do that.
So yeah, that's in the works. I just ordered some stuff as well. I think, did I tell you? I had it in my Discord and I told people about it, but I just ordered some stuff to possibly do rolled trim brackets for marquees.
Oh yes, I saw that.
So got some stuff
So
coming
you'll be able
for
to change
that.
marquees out basically, right?
Yeah, so that you can, so it's going to be like a metal with a nice little radius on it, piece of trim that will hold like and a bracket that'll hold the marquee in place. And then you'll be able to
Nice.
or screw it down and unscrew it. And then you can swap them back and forth and change them out if you want to. And it's just going to make a little bit more cleaner and look to it. Better look. It's going to look more arcade authentic too. I think most, if not all, arcades had that type. They didn't sit in a groove similar to the arcade one-ups.
Right.
So we'll have that. It'll be a little bit better, a little bit nicer. The other thing I was running into is like those edges, like that groove, that it's kind of fragile and delicate too. And shipping and stuff, like they're gonna bust off of there.
They'll get crushed eventually. One time they'll get crushed, and then you're just kind of out of luck. You got to get a whole new.
I mean, it's a pain in the butt to switch them out for people. Like I provide a marquee so that it's just not like a blank, clear window for anybody that gets theirs. But I wanted them to have something to put in there, in case they didn't, especially because of how pain in the butt it was to put it all together. But if you buy a sticker Smith and it comes after you put it all together, as Stokjock, I think, kind of found out, or James, I don't remember who. I know James did. I think he used my marquee and then he got one from Sticker Smith, and I saw that his was, the colors and stuff were a little bit better, but he kind of didn't want to go through the pain in the butt of tearing it apart to replace it.
Same here. Same here. Well, the one you gave me was already all inside the marquee, so I was like, oh, it's too much of a pain to take it all out, so I'm just gonna leave it.
I changed that
and it
up
looks
too.
fine.
I changed that up too. I'm not putting them together. I thought that was one of those things I was trying to do to like be nice and make it easier for people and stuff. But I started to realize, that was more of a hassle than it was worth. And so it saves me a little bit of time. It's less stuff that I got to do on my end, so I can get these out a little quicker. And it all gives people options. But like for future ones, I could see for like Robotron, having to switch them out wouldn't be that important. But for Nintendo, I got somebody that wants to be able to switch them out pretty regularly too. He's going to do like a versus cab, and he wants to be able to swap out his marquees. So, which I get. So I'm trying to implement that at least for his, but I may, hopefully before the run's done, at least have those switched over and maybe be doing the new bezels, the CRT LEDs for some of this late run too.
That'd be cool.
So I'd like to integrate those for everything future coming out of here, like for Robotron, all future design cabs, and Gen 2 Play Choice Nintendo cabs and stuff. But I might try to slip them into some of the late ones that are going out as a thanks for the patience, and good things
Yeah,
come to
that'd be
people
nice.
that wait.
How you
Hey, Mo.
how are you doing on it's good to see you, Mo. Good to be here. Glad you're here with us. How you doing on your risers? You have any issues getting those out? I mean, the people have asked.
Oh yeah, we're the issue of
Are those?
I'm gonna run into issues soon, I think, because the Black Friday sale got
Yeah.
a lot more orders than I thought coming in. So I'm gonna come up to a bunch that are gonna be needing to go out. I've been still operating, and as I have the ticker at the top of my screen on my website,
Mhm.
been about 8 weeks out with risers and boosters. I've been trying to shorten that, but I also really need to get the cabs out too. I mean, we're
Yeah.
almost
No.
5
I
months
know.
out
Just
on the cabs, so it's kind of this catch-22 of trying to keep up with risers and boosters and not get too far out with those, because even an 8-week turnaround for a riser and booster is a long time for people,
yeah.
I know. So
Yep.
so
I'm
I
just here
don't
to
want
ask
to
the
fall
hard
too behind
questions.
there, but I feel really bad that I'm 5 months, out on the first run. So hopefully people will realize and understand it. First run, we there's a lot that I've learned from it, and I'm starting to realize and learn that, maybe I did jump the gun a little bit with putting out the pre-orders, I think, but I don't know how much further I could have taken things without getting them out to people and in their hands for
Yeah.
testing
No.
and
No.
R&D, because
I
we've
don't
been
think
learning a
you'll.
lot along the way, and things that we've been changing. Don't bump that, please. Things we've been changing and upgrading. So I'm sure this is all stuff that, what? In a minute, I thought you wanted to be on the show. You want to come talk to Stokjock?
I will say this. I will say this, and that is that I think that everybody who has gotten their cabinet is incredibly happy with it. Uh, and I think we all know that we were probably on the beta side of things. So I think we're all good there. By the way, JJ, I want to answer your question. My Bolts are doing amazing. They beat the Avs last night, so they handed them their fourth loss, and so they've won 8 in a row, and they're atop of the Atlantic. So the Bolts are rocking.
The Wings are doing pretty good this year too,
Yep,
surprisingly.
they're right behind them. They're right behind the Bolts. Yep.
So I've been wanting to watch them and get into. I was really big into hockey when I was a kid, but when I was a kid, you
Mm-hmm.
could watch it on local over-the-air TV and stuff too. Now you can't even when you're paying for it, you can't even watch them all the time. Apparently,
Oh
because I've been
gosh.
trying to figure out how I could best watch them. I was at my parents'. My dad has ESPN. We could watch the stupid Ohio State football game in 5 different channels, and including in Spanish or something. But I couldn't watch the Red Wings game on. It
I
was
just got an app. I bought an app to watch it, so that way I can watch it all the time. Watch them all the time. I want.
Now, is that the what the heck's it called? That betting site?
No. Oh yeah. No. Well, I don't know. Uh,
Because they
I'm
have it
drawing a
on there,
blank.
but then they say it's not all games either. It's most games. I'm like, I'm not going to pay
Yes.
$20 a month for most games. I want all games if that's the case.
Yeah. They were that's who the Bolts were with last year, but like a local Scripps. You ever heard of Scripps? They're like a big media company. They bought the rights this year, so they're on there. So it's just an app that they have out. So I picked up and watched it.
Gotcha. Hey, B. Kirby, did you get yours put together? You need another one, or you
We're
just
waiting
want
on him.
another one in the
We're
box
waiting
to
on
sit
that.
next to it? Yeah, I'm wondering if he got hit. I know his didn't take too long to get down to Chicago. It should have. He said
Mm-hmm.
the box was a little beat up, but it fortunately shouldn't have had too much opportunity to get beat up, because most everything it looks like that I ship out goes down to Chicago. That's the kind of the hub, and then it gets distributed from there. So even like quarter decks went to Chicago and then back up to him, in Milwaukee, and but his was there in under 24 hours, and
That was crazy.
I was rewatching his stream, and he was wondering if I paid extra for like overnight. I didn't. That was just standard shipping. That got it there that quick. So. And B Kirby's probably was down there in less than. His got held up a little bit because I dropped his off on Christmas Eve, and the UPS guy was there at my drop-off location, and I tried to catch him, like, if his truck's out in the parking lot, I try to see if he wants me just to unload next to, go from my car to his car rather than bringing them in and then him having to bring a 106-pound package out again. I caught him in the parking lot, and he's like, "Oh, we're not doing any pickups today. Everything is just drop off on Christmas Eve." So I had to take it in, and I think it sat there for, obviously for Christmas, and I don't know if they had Christmas Eve or day after Christmas, if UPS was back running or not. So it probably sat there for a couple days before it went out.
Hey, one of the more exciting things I think for Milwaukee is Moat said he's going to take me out for chicken wings. He said he was buying too, if I recall.